I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Right to the air is Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. This guy's getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Off the play fake. James. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat with the defense.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, this drive's been one to forget. They ended up going backwards on 3rd and long and ended up going to the sidelines with their tail back between their legs. And now they have to pump the ball away.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. James looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it.
He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his second touchdown of the game, his third of the year. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Willis to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Shotgun snap to Willis. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he will have a Titans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Boye Mafe. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be.
Dobbins hit, and he fumbles.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Blowing that play up for Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still...
And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first-half lead.
The extra point up and good. And the round is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Willis. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fourth down, Willis. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on fourth down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. No problem there on the extra point. And a round is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Walker with another carry.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Walker is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Off play action. James. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The point after is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Willis looking to throw it. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Here's Willis.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Monty Rice charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Now James to throw on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. James. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Willis.
This one complete to Lacy. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
On the move to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Returnable for Lockett.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what...
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks just continue to roll.
The extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been...
And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Willis now off of play action.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From the gun, it's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Wow, 213 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On second down, it's Walker. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.